Good morning from Mainz, Germany. It's the Brenda and Dan Show. Here to talk to you this morning about rotator cuff surgery. Woo! Well, first off, today is my 4-week post-op. So I get to take this sling
Off by day.
off. Woohoo! I no longer have to wear this sling during the day, and I only have to wear it 2 more weeks at night. Look at here, boy, I can move. I can move this arm. I've been doing my exercises, but this morning I took a shower. I was able to kind of wash my hair with my right hand. I was able to brush my teeth with my right hand, put on makeup with my right hand. You just don't know how good this feels. But before I get into everything, first let us show you where we are. We're in Mainz, Germany, and we're just here for one night. We're getting ready to go on a riverboat cruise. We travel full time. And this is the site out our window. It's a beautiful place. But we're full-time house and pet sitters. And our grisly little story started when we were house and pet sitting. We were house and pet sitting in Cairo, Egypt. And my upper arm had been bothering me. But it wasn't too bad. Well, we get to Cairo, Egypt for a 2-month house and pet sit for a little kitty cat. And all of a sudden, me and my upper arm just started killing me. I couldn't sleep at night every time you lay down. It was horrible. So I went to the doctor in Cairo, called them up. They said, can you come in at 4 o'clock today? Went in at 4 o'clock, paid 30 American dollars for the doctor's visit. He said, you need an MRI. Went for an MRI for my arm and for my neck the next day, no less, on Sunday. That was a total cost of $204 US. Came back to see him on Monday. He said, you need to see the specialist tomorrow. Saw the specialist on Tuesday, and he said, you have a completely torn tendon. You need to have surgery now. And I said, but wait, we've planned on a 3-week bicycle trip riding the Rhine River from Switzerland to Amsterdam. He said, isn't happening. So Dan and I discussed it, and we said, all right, we'll do surgery. So I was supposed to have surgery on Thursday morning. Well, this was Tuesday night. He said, okay, come tomorrow and meet the anesthesiologist. So we went on Wednesday to meet the anesthesiologist. The doctor pops in and says, I can't do it tomorrow, we'll do it today. So I actually had rotator cuff tear, repair, and surgery less than 24 hours before I even found out I needed it. Total cost, doctor, hospital, anesthesiologist, you name it, everything, $4,500 US. Hopefully our insurance is going to reimburse us on that. But anywho, back to my recovery. It's been 4 weeks today, and I've got to tell you, sometimes it's been a hard road to plow. Egypt does not give you pain medications. Only when you're in the hospital do you get pain medication through your IV. So when they sent me home with a little box of Panadol, which is Tylenol, 500 milligrams. They said take one every 8 hours. That's the only instructions they gave me. And to take a Celebrex once a day, which I think has been off the U.S. shelves for years. So I got home, did pretty good, propped up in bed, and that's another thing. I've been able to sleep in the bed since day one. A lot of people have said they can't sleep in the bed. They have to sleep in a recliner. What I did was just prop some pillows up and then prop this arm up with a pillow underneath it and just kind of lay back. It was manageable. But about 48 hours after that surgery, my arm started killing me. So the only thing I knew to do besides pray, and I'm a firm believer in prayer, I got on Facebook and asked my friends, what can I do? And people just sent all kinds of messages. But ice, they said, put ice on your shoulder. That was a godsend, let me tell you what. So I was taking ibuprofen 800 milligrams a day, 800 milligrams 4 times a day, Tylenol 1,000 milligrams 4 times a day. Made sure I took some Nexium with that so that it didn't kill my stomach. Ice on my shoulder, and it was all manageable. We've been walking, we've been getting out every day since day 3, and it's all worked. Been very, very pleased. But wearing the sling, you just really feel like, I'm just never going to be right again. But here it is today, no sling. So let me show you some of the exercises quickly that I do, because I don't want to be long and boring. Day 4, I went to physical therapy, and he told me, he said, you just bend over and let your arm hang, and you swing with your body. Swing your arm, and then you do this, and reverse. And you do that 10 times each way, 3 times a day. You also do this 10 times, 3 times a day when you're starting out. The one, I'll have Dan help me show you the really killer one. You want to do it in front of the mirror? This is the really hard one, and Dan helps me with it. Here, I'll hold that while you do it, maybe?
I got it.
Okay.
Switch sides.
All right.
And there we go, all the way
Okay.
around.
Here we go.
Here we go. Okay. Now you see what it is I just take and move her shoulder until she says she's in pain. And then when she says she's not, I roll it back. And when she says she's in pain,
Usually.
just the camera motion here makes it a little bit tougher. Just stretch it across her stomach. Stretch it out until she says she's in pain. I lost her head. And there we go. But if you just keep doing this exercise back and forth,
And now I can do it on my own. But the first
skip.
3 weeks, they said, to have someone help you, or to take a cylinder of some sort and push, because you're not supposed to move this. You're not supposed to use your muscle. Okay, and then the hardest exercise, yes? Okay, and then the hardest exercise that I've had, and it hurt from day one, you get you a chair, you put your hands on it, and then you just slowly back up until you feel a really uncomfortable feeling. And then it doesn't take much. When I first started it, I went to I was taking tiny little steps, and I went to right here. But now I can go quite a ways back. So it's just an update for all those out there that are getting ready to have rotator cuff surgery or have just had rotator cuff surgery, and you're like, what happens 4 weeks after? This is what happens. Life seems to be getting better. You slowly can reach up. You slowly can reach out, and with each day. And then we will be, like I said, we're house and pet sitters. And this is the 3 weeks that we had planned to go on the Rhine River cycling trail. So what we're doing is kind of touring Europe. We're getting ready to go on a Rhine River cruise starting this afternoon for a week. Not the same, but hey, we're excited. But anyway, we will be in Belgium, and that will start on my 6 weeks post-op date. And our friend there has already set me up with 4 weeks of physical therapy. So my 6 to 10 weeks, I will be having physical therapy. Then we're headed back to the good old US of A, and I will get more physical therapy there. But just wanted to share my adventure, my insights, and if you have any questions or if I can help you in any way, give me a shout. Thanks. Ciao.